This video is dedicated to my friends Paddy and Charl, who just got married. I've known these two since primary school. They've been together for about the past 10 years, and I couldn't be happier for them. Paddy is like a brother to me, and now I have a new sister-in-law. Marriage ain't easy, so leave some encouraging messages for these two lovebirds in the comments. Congratulations dudes, have a great honeymoon and a lifetime of happiness, and remember, never go to bed angry. When the first High School Musical came to Disney Channel in 2006, I reluctantly watched it with my little sister, and I was surprised how much I liked it. When the sequel was on a year later, I crashed my sister's viewing party, partly because I was excited for the Phineas and Ferb premiere right after it, and partly because I really wanted to watch the film. Then when the third film, Senior Year, came to cinemas, I was thrilled to see the final chapter of this trilogy on the big screen. I'm here to say I absolutely, unequivocally, unironically love the High School Musical movies, and I'm here to defend the trilogy as an unmissable cinematic odyssey. The High School Musical films are totally campy, totally cheesy, but in a completely sincere, unself-conscious way. Even if you want to watch them ironically or make fun of them, they have an infectious charm that disarms you and sucks you in. So, here is my impassioned ode to the masterworks of the High School Musical trilogy.
We're breaking free!
The narrative backbone of High School Musical is a tale as old as time. Troy Bolton has been raised as a basketball prodigy. That's what his dad wants for him, and he doesn't have a choice. But what he really wants to do is sing and dance. He's rejecting his predetermined destiny to follow his true passion. It's like a modern myth. Troy and Gabriella are a modern-day Romeo and Juliet. Instead of the feuding houses of the Capulets and the Montagues, they hail from different cliques that are forbidden by high school code from interacting with each other. But status quo be damned. They want to be together, and come hell or high water, they will be together. High School Musical 2 is the rare sequel that improves on the original. Like The Godfather Part 2 and The Empire Strikes Back, it does the same thing the first one did so well, but does it even better, and goes even deeper and darker on the themes and characters. High School Musical 2 is a similarly mythic story, but it's more like a Greek tragedy, except it has a happy ending. In the sequel, Troy has a dark night of the soul.
Everybody's trying to get in my head.
It essentially starts out like Caddyshack the musical, as they all get summer jobs at the local country club. But it has more of a dramatic arc than Caddyshack, as Troy is lavished with job promotions and promises of scholarships and games with local basketball legends. He abandons his friends and neglects his relationship with Gabriella and pretty much becomes a monster. He's like Michael Corleone. He gets corrupted by power. But unlike Michael, Troy recognizes the error of his ways and burns it all down before it's too late.
I wanna make it right, that is the way to turn my life around. Today is the day.
It's actually quite heartwarming and frankly refreshing to see him make amends with everyone and sincerely apologize for his wrongdoing.
I've known this kid for a long, long time. And I got a lot of faith in him. He looks a lot like you. I'm absolutely sure he's gonna figure out the right thing to do.
There's not enough people like Troy in this world who are willing to take accountability for their actions and make things right.
Give me a hug, sexy.
When we pick up in High School Musical 3 Senior Year, Troy and Gabriella are going off to different universities 1,000 miles apart. This one hits a bit harder for me now than it did in 2008, because me and my high school girlfriend did go to different unis and did have to do long distance for a few years. Although we weren't 1,000 miles apart, it took about an hour on the train to visit each other. Juilliard representatives are coming to watch the spring musical, like Waiting for Guffman, and they're considering Troy for a placement because they've somehow heard about his work. So Troy has to choose whether he wants to go to Juilliard or the college his dad wants him to go to, the University of Albuquerque, where he's been promised a spot on the basketball team. This dilemma refocuses the story on its original conflict. Troy has to choose between basketball and musical theatre. In the grand tradition of the story circle, Troy ends up back where he began, except now he's been on a transformative journey and he's a changed man. Senior Year is definitely the weakest film in the trilogy, as is usually the case with threequels. It has the most aimless, meandering story of the three, almost like they came up with the musical numbers first and strung them together with a half-baked story. But it's not a bad movie. It looks amazing, the cast have still got their heads in the game. And the looming long-distance relationship is a great emotional conflict for Troy and Gabriella. Everything comes full circle. Troy's dad finally accepts him for who he is. Troy finds a uni that will let him play basketball and do musicals. It's conveniently very close to Gabriella's, and it all culminates in a slow version of We're All in This Together. The soundtracks for all three films are all bangers all the time. The songs from a Disney Channel original movie have no business going as fucking hard as High School Musical does. Fabulous is catchy as hell, it's a diva anthem masterpiece.
You go do. I want fabulous, that is my simple request. All things fabulous, bigger and better and better.
Stick to the Status Quo is a tongue-in-cheek diatribe against conformity. What Time Is It was School's Out for a New Generation. Gotta Go My Own Way is a classic breakup song.
What am I supposed to do?
Right Here, Right Now is a classic love ballad.
Right here, right now.
A Night to Remember is pop music at its best.
It's gonna be a night,
Oh yeah,
to remember.
that's for sure.
Come on now.
Work This Out is such a jam that you don't mind. It basically encourages capitalistic servitude.
I know it's a grind, but I'm sure we can find a way to have fun while we get this job done. We got to work this out.
We'll make things right. The sun will shine. Got to work, there'll be no doubt.
Bop to the Top is either an example of cultural appropriation in big studio pop music,
Mucho gusto.
or a way ahead of its time self-aware satire of it. But based on the comically meaningless lyrics, I'm leaning towards the latter.
Yeah, we're gonna bop to the top.
Wipe away your inhibitions.
Stomp to the rock and strut your style.
Musicals aren't just stories with songs peppered throughout them. They tell their story through song. It's a great way to express the emotional subtext that screenwriters usually have a tough time conveying organically. In High School Musical, this musical emotional storytelling is a bit on the nose at times. The first time Troy and Gabriella sing together, they literally say this could be the start of something new. But it gets the message across. It's a musical meet cute.
That is the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you.
The climactic number of the first film, Breaking Free, is a bit subtler. We're soaring, flying, we're breaking free. Now that they've embraced who they really want to be and what they really want to do, they feel liberated. And that comes through not just in the lyrics, but in their impassioned performances.
We're running, climbing to get to the place to be all that we can be. Now's the time we're breaking free.
Zac Efron is young and green in High School Musical, but he's fully committed, except for the singing, which had to be dubbed in, at least in the first film. You can see flashes of the incredible dramatic actor he'd grow into in time for the Iron Claw, but the MVP of this trilogy is Ashley Tisdale as Sharpay.
Give me a beat.
Tisdale is a comedic genius in this role. After playing the straight man to the ditzy, self-centered airhead in Sweet Life, she relishes the opportunity to play that part herself.
What could be more fabulous?
More ice.
She's far and away my favourite part of these movies. On my recent rewatch of the trilogy, I grinned ear to ear every time Sharpay showed up, because I knew something hilarious was about to happen.
So, when's the big game?
Yesterday.
Oh well, good luck.
Sharpay is an amazing villain. She's a quintessential bad guy. She's rude, she's obsessed with herself, and she's always scheming against the heroes. And all that stuff is dialed up to an absurd degree. But she's also sympathetic. She's just going after what she wants. She's only framed as the bad guy because she wants the same thing as the hero, and there can only be one. She does some underhanded things like rescheduling the auditions to coincide with Troy's playoff game and Gabriella's academic decathlon or whatever that thing was. But everyone else in school is rallying behind Troy and Gabriella, so Sharpay has to get underhanded.
She wants fabulous.
These movies are a time capsule of the 2000s. The only way it could plant itself in that era more is by mentioning 9/11. Pre-recession, Troy's dad could afford a massive multi-million-dollar mansion on a PE teacher's salary. When Troy and Gabriella exchange numbers, Troy whips out a flip phone and Gabriella whips out a big fat Nokia brick. They have to turn the phone around to take a selfie. Anytime we see a computer screen, we might as well be looking at that giant machine that takes up its own room in Mad Men. If you grew up in the 2000s, High School Musical is a blast from the past. It's like American Graffiti or Dazed and Confused for noughties nostalgia.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
All three High School Musical films were directed by Kenny Ortega, so there aren't too many cooks spoiling the broth. The entire trilogy is guided by one filmmaker's vision and sensibility. Ortega directed Hocus Pocus, so he knows ensemble comedy, but he also choreographed Xanadu, Dirty Dancing, and the twist and shout parade sequence from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So he knows song and dance, and he's old school. None of this new age TikTok bullshit. He was making music videos in the 80s. It would have been really easy for a director to phone this in, especially in the first film, and there was no guarantee it would catch on to the zeitgeist. But Ortega gets really creative with the musical numbers. Get Your Head in the Game creates rhythm from the bouncing of the ball and the squeaking of the players' trainers on the court. It's a seamless transition from a standard scene to a song and dance number.
Coach said to fake right and break left. Watch out for the pick and keep an eye on the fence.
In the third movie, Ortega made full use of his inflated big screen budget and pushed the boat out visually. I Want It All and A Night to Remember in particular are staged like La La Land, with all the scenery changes and costume changes and the complicated revolving sets.
I want the world like the rest of the land and the press, only giving me the best reviews. I want it all. Paris, London, Rome, Toronto, LA, Sydney, Buenos Aires.
As Troy and the gang graduate from high school, they also graduate from the made-for-TV movie ghetto and deliver a dazzling cinematic spectacle.
It's gonna be a night tonight to remember the crowd and never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever, never, ever, ever forget. High School Musical.
The High School Musical films are fucking awesome. Nostalgia is definitely playing a big role in my enjoyment of them, but they're solid movies. As musicals, they're expertly choreographed and dazzlingly executed. As stories, they adhere to all the tenets of compelling drama going back to Shakespeare and ancient mythology. And as pure kick-ass cinema, they're fun, earnest, and charming as hell.
Don't you forget about me.
Together's where we belong.
Congratulations once again to the newlyweds, Paddy and Charl. They say marriage comes with 3 rings: engagement ring, wedding ring, and suffer ring. Have fun with the 3rd ring, guys.
We're all in this together, and it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.